Good morning. This is Land on the Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
The Harriet school is closed today as authorities investigate an incident involving a weapon.
The Campbell County Sheriff's Office says it started just before 4 o'clock Wednesday afternoon when a deputy tried stopping a stolen car south of Harriet. The woman driving said she dropped a man with a gun off at the Harriet school and then took off. Authorities pursued the car until someone called 911 saying there was a man with a gun at the school.
Deputies arriving on scene went inside and began clearing classrooms. No one was found inside the school. No one was hurt, and students and staff were allowed to re-enter the building. Authorities say the suspect tried to get into the building before the traffic stop, but the doors were locked. Authorities believe the suspect then ran from the area and is not currently a threat to the community.
A Mount Vernon man is behind bars in connection with the death of a child. Sean Delancey is charged with murder, manslaughter, and child abuse. According to court documents, Delancey was babysitting a 3-year-old last month.
Delancey said the child was upset and tried to calm him down with a bath. Court papers say when the child did not calm down, Delancey shook the child while yelling. Authorities say the child died as a result of the injuries. A Sisseton man is in federal custody accused of murdering a child back in 1992. 57-year-old James Adams Jr. made his first court appearance this week. He pleaded not guilty.
A court document says Adams inflicted deadly blunt force trauma to the girl's body and head. The document says the crime was premeditated and deliberate. It does not include the victim's name or say whether the girl's death was reported at the time. And dash cam video from the Watertown Police Department is gaining a lot of attention online. Take a look. Police say a patrol car was on the way to help another officer with a separate crash.
On the way to the scene, a vehicle crashed into another car, and that car then lost control, crossing into the oncoming traffic and crashing into the patrol vehicle. The Watertown police officer and one other driver were treated for minor injuries and released from the hospital. As of Wednesday afternoon, police say the third driver was still in the hospital.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Another rainy day, Scott.
We are looking at showers for this morning, falling in the form of both rain and snow. Snow showers into northeastern South Dakota this morning. Might get some of that to stick as we go through the morning hours, as it will continue to snow throughout much of the morning once it switches over into northeastern South Dakota. Temperatures this afternoon in the 40s to near 50 degrees, and Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Scott. Well, this may be hard to believe, but it's been 30 years since Governor George Mickelson and 7 others died in a plane crash near Dubuque, Iowa.
The crash happened April 19, 1993, after the plane hit a silo and landed in a field. A few days later, people from all over the state and beyond filled the South Dakota Capitol building for a memorial service.
Politics to him was making a difference in someone's life. Someone who may never see him.
Ladies and gentlemen, today, with our thoughts and our prayers, we are telling our governor, yes, George, you did the best job the last 6 years. No one could have done it better.
You can see 2 stories about the 30-year anniversary of the crash on our website. A group made up of Republicans, Democrats, and Independents wants to change the way South Dakotans vote in primary elections. They want voters to approve a ballot initiative that would open the primaries to all voters.
All candidates running for office would run against each other in the June primary. The top 2 candidates would move on to the general election in November, regardless of their party affiliation. The group, called South Dakota Open Primary, started a petition drive to get the constitutional amendment on the 2024 ballot.
We have too many politicians in our state running unopposed, and our broken primary system is a big part of this problem. We've let our guard down, and perhaps we've become lazy by allowing party leaders to handpick our representatives.
Supporters say open primaries don't change political leanings. They simply allow more voices to be heard and all voters to vote. This Saturday is the DEA's National Drug Take-Back Day. Police departments around KELOLAND are partnering with the Drug Enforcement Agency to have officers available to collect unused or unwanted prescription medications.
The Sioux Falls Police Department will be in the Law Enforcement Center lobby for the event from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Rapid City Police will be in the city's public safety building during the same time period. That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Let's get into the weather here with our Futurecast update. Rain showers this morning ongoing from about the Watertown, Aberdeen area, Webster, right there in the middle, all the way down the James Valley. We've had rain in Sioux Falls, too, and that's expected to continue to kind of perk up on radar through mid-morning. Note the snow that's falling here in the northeast. That's a concern a little bit. I think it's probably enough to justify some accumulations, a coating of snow in Watertown, maybe the same thing up toward Webster and Roslyn and Langford. So there are some things there to watch. The late afternoon temperature above freezing. So in mid to late April, it's kind of tricky doing a snow forecast, just how much of that's even going to stick for very long. But it is around, and it's something we'll kind of follow. Otherwise, a brisk northwest wind today. It'll run 20 to 40 for many of us. And then tomorrow, more wind. We've got another segment of snow showers embedded with the wind. It'll be somewhat of a conversation piece tomorrow because these intermittent snow squalls will come down fast and furious, and then they'll let up, and then they'll come back. You'll see a lot of erratic weather tomorrow just due to the very cold temperatures as some mid to late April sunshine tries to brew up these instability snow squalls. And they're kind of freckled on the radar picture as you see about 24 to 36 hours from now. Now, what else do we have to say? Well, if you look at the big picture, low pressure in two areas. There's one to our north, one to our south. And so these two systems will kind of work together. There's your snow footprint today in the northeast corner of South Dakota. And then the reason we're getting snow tomorrow is this little tail end piece that wraps around from North Dakota. And that'll swing on through and the wind with it during the day on Friday. Hopefully by Saturday, we'll be done with the snow, but the wind's still brisk, kind of a chilly day on Saturday. We're only calling for about 40 in Sioux Falls. There's your snow outlook today already. Look at the northeast. Again, how much of this sticks for very long? There's no headline for this, but a couple of inches of snow coming down easily possible, and some local amounts could even be a bit more than that. Obviously, tomorrow, too, there'll be more to add in. Sioux Falls even could see just a little snow clinging to some of the grass tomorrow. I don't think it'll stick long, but just enough to let you know that's down the line in the forecast. Don't forget about all the wind. It's both today and tomorrow. Out of the west-northwest, 20 to 40. Let's wrap things up. Highs today into the 40s and 50s. Sioux Falls, because of the rain showers, we're just struggling to get to about 50 degrees. Let me jump into our 7-day forecast now. And well, not very warm. There's nothing in this forecast that's great as far as warmth, but mid-50s next week. That's a little better. There could be some showers, though, back Tuesday, Wednesday. Overnight lows are definitely chilly. Look at how many 20s we have for Aberdeen. So we really don't kick into spring gear when we've got that many cold numbers on the 7 days. And also for Pierre, it's pretty chilly. A lot of the overnights are in the 20s for the weekend. There could even be a few records in jeopardy depending on what location you live in South Dakota. And next week, probably looking at some clouds and rain showers. Black Hills, we have a chance of rain starting again on Monday into Tuesday and Wednesday. Check out more details about this cool forecast at KELOLAND.com.